Iraq is a subject that still burns hot in the consciousness of the American public and in its political system. That was clear on Tuesday when Jeb Bush, Republican presidential candidate, gave a speech at the Reagan Library in California, essentially saying that Hillary Clinton, Democratic candidate for president and former Secretary of State, was responsible for the problems we now see in Iraq, at least in part because she, along with the rest of the Obama administration, pushed for withdrawal of American troops from Iraq. That created a vacuum in which the Islamic State was created. What he said specifically is that premature withdrawal was the fatal error, creating the void that ISIS moved in to fill, and that Iran has exploited to the full as well. This is interesting because just a few weeks ago, it was Democrats who were on the attack against Mr. Bush on Iraq, essentially saying that his brother, after all, created the problem there by invading Iraq in the first place, and Jeb Bush couldn't escape blame for that, at least by indirection. And last week, just to sort of show that this is a multifaceted issue still, President Obama was saying essentially that the same people who favored the invasion of Iraq were the ones who were opposed to and fighting the new nuclear deal with Iran, showing that they prefer war to diplomacy. I think all this tells us that there's going to be a serious and genuine debate over Iraq one more time in the presidential campaign of 2016, much as there was in 2012 and 2008 and even 2004. This time the question is going to be, should there be a reintroduction of some more American troops on the ground in Iraq to stabilize the place? Is that necessary? Is that the way to preserve gains the Americans made there? Or is that essentially throwing good money after bad?